Hey everyone, this is Randee. Welcome to my channel, Free Spirit Oracle Tarot. This video is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. These are your oracle messages. This is a timeless video, so whenever you come across this video, whenever you feel drawn to clicking on this video, these messages are for you. I'm doing this video in my pick a card style, in a sense that I've already shuffled the cards, pulled the cards. Okay, so this is, what's currently coming up for you, what you're currently going through, your spirit animal message, and your guidance from spirit is all right here. Okay, and I do have some channeled messages for Scorpio. It feels like there's a lot of anger and frustration in the Scorpio collective right now, possibly, like creatively blocked or something like that. There's just too much going on for you, a lot of responsibility, a lot of burden. Okay, possibly not enough time for yourself right now. Focus on what you need to release, what is no longer serving you. Spread out the responsibility. I feel there is a breakthrough at hand for you. There's some clarity coming through around a situation or a challenge currently going on in your life. There is balance that is soon to be restored. Karmic justice, so whatever you've been putting out is what you'll receive back to you. So that is, the higher thoughts and energy as well as the lower thoughts and energy, okay? And so I feel like, right now is a good time to, like I was saying, release what isn't serving you, release those burdens, release some of that responsibility, take some time out for yourself. No, it is not selfish. Tune into your heart space, okay? So quiet the mind, tune into your heart space, have a quiet meditation for yourself, just like 10 minutes a day or whatever, however much time you can devote to this. This is really important right now. I feel like, you're just being like weighed down right now, and it's a time to just like to be more open. And I also feel like for some of you, you're opening up to some of your spiritual gifts. Could be like clairaudience coming through, hearing messages from spirit, or your spiritual insight is coming through. Clairvoyance, which is clear seeing, so having visions that just come to you, flash in front of you. Can't quite explain it. That is clairvoyance, okay? Hearing spirit, hearing messages in your ear, possibly upon waking up in the morning. That is clairaudience. It is also having, getting songs stuck in your head that have a message for you. Okay, so pay attention to that right now. Any type of songs getting stuck in your head, that is spirit, that's the angels getting through to you, trying to relay a message to you, especially if it's the same song over and over and over again. It can kind of get annoying. Just say, hey, what are you trying to tell me? What is this about? And then answers will come, I promise. I've been through the same thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the reading. Let's see what's coming up for you right now. I feel throughout the collective there is a transformation going on. There's lots of transformation, lots of the old way, the old beliefs falling away, and, awakening to the truth and going through this transformation. Okay, so let's see what's coming up for you. So we have the Knight of Swords, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so again, truth, cutting out, the lies, cutting out what doesn't serve you. This queen is very independent. This queen is very mothering and nurturing, very abundant, very stable energy, okay? And I feel like, this is like taking action towards that, towards cultivating that independence and that stability for yourself, Scorpio. Okay, being assertive and being confident in yourself and what you're doing. All right, so let's see there. We've got the magnifying glass, the well. This has been coming up in a lot of readings. So this has to do with like healing and, wishes coming true. Like this is like a wishing well, okay? But it also goes down really deep in order to, like receive those wishes, to make those dreams, those wishes come true in your life. And this wish is for, stability, abundance, success. Okay, and now we have commitment coming through. Okay, so being like committed to, to yourself, to your confidence, to your goals. Okay, so let's see what else. So we have the moon, soul, and we have endings and beginnings. So this is death and rebirth. This is the 8th house. Scorpio rules the 8th house, so changes coming in. This is the number 5. So changes and challenges coming through right now. A lot of, endings are just new beginnings. So, one cycle is closing out and a new cycle begins for you, okay? So this is your intuition. This is the heart of your soul. Green is the heart chakra here. Number 2 is all about making decisions and having faith and choices. So a heart-based decision, like I said, making some time for yourself, tuning out from the external and tuning into yourself, taking that time out to meditate as well, okay? So this is also, some emotions. So emotion, it could be an emotional time, emotions coming up for you. Again, that diving deep, this is healing taking place, diving deep and healing any kind of wounds that may be blocking your wishes from coming to fruition here, okay? So, and this also, since we have the Queen of Pentacles here, this is like a mothering type of energy. This is also the mother, and this is also like an a pregnancy, like a secret pregnancy or an unexpected pregnancy or something like that. It's just a message that's coming through, so not going to be for everyone, but since the Queen of Pentacles is here, it's kind of what I'm receiving. Maybe you're wishing to be a mother. Okay, and I feel like, this is like saying to take a closer look how you can, cultivate independence for yourself. What else do you need to cut out in order to be this Queen of Swords? Okay, what do you need to release? Okay, so let's see what else is coming up for you. So we have the first house, self, so awakening, self-awareness, going through this door. It's like a door of opportunity right now. Being mindful of your physical body, your self-image, how you look, how you're projecting yourself out to the public. And we have Pisces, so this is also healing, imaginative, dreamy, emotional, spiritual, again, opening up to your spiritual gifts, okay, healing taking place, again, so healing is coming up. See what else, and surrender, so I can release my need to control. Okay, so surrendering to the journey and allowing, okay? So Pisces is also allowing. It's an allowing energy. There's a lot of feminine energy here. Divine Feminine is allowing. So tons of feminine energy in this reading right now. Okay, so yeah, the feminine energy, it allows, it attracts, it's magnetic. It's receiving that divine guidance. It's being still, receiving that divine guidance from spirit. It's intuition, it's nurturing. Okay, so self-care also. It's also empathetic, tuning into the emotions of others as well. Okay, you could be an empath. Maybe some of you are opening up to your empath abilities. And if that's the case, it is super important to take time to yourself, to take that deep dive, to know who you really are, because empaths absorb so much of other people's problems and energies that they mistake it for their own. That could be happening to you, that could have been happening to you in the most recent past. Maybe you're awakening to this realization. Maybe that's some of the clarity that's coming through for you, and you kind of just need to separate yourself from others right now just a little bit to tune in to yourself, to find out who you are, what your feelings are, how you feel, and what you want to do, what you like to do, stuff like that. Okay, so your spirit animal is Firefly. The message here, we had that spirit animal come through for Aries as well. So maybe you're involved with an Aries. Or you have some Aries energy in your chart. Where is the dang Firefly? Okay, here we go. So, inspired and fantastic, yet fleeting. The Firefly, I can't even. The Firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. This high-frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the Firefly card indicates a moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if we do not catch it. There is Firefly energy behind every poem, song, and invention. Our job is to be ready to harness this creative spirit when it graces our path. What can you do to support this precious and elusive light? All right, so when in balance, it writes, creates, brainstorms, and when out of balance, it's burnout and feels dull. So to bring into balance, write a poem, draw, journal. Okay, so that is what Firefly Spirit is saying to you right now, Scorpio, is to tune into that creative spark here. Like I said, it feels like there's some type of an awakening going on here. Okay, so let's see what your advice is from Spirit. I'm sorry, my chair is old and creaky. Okay, so we have the moon, so facing your fears. Let's see what it says here. The opportunity to improve your plans, listen to your intuition for accurate guidance, and face your fears and grow stronger. Okay, so it's time to face your fears, Spirit is saying, and it's also time to listen to your intuition, to tune into your intuition, just like that message I was receiving with that other moon card. So you got the moon twice, so that's really big for you right now, Scorpio. And we have the Page of Michael. So we have the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords here. So let's see. So an exciting new challenge. Okay, so you have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly right now. All right, so this is truthful, perceptive, analytical, and blunt. Okay, so finding the truth, finding your truth. Okay, you could be in going through a challenging time. There's some wisdom to be gained here. Okay, there's some messages that needs to be, or you could be receiving messages. I feel like Spirit is saying to be open to receive those messages. Just like this moon card, listen to your intuition. Be open to listening to your internal guidance system, okay? I feel like that is, what Spirit is saying here. So be here now, hummingbird spirit. Okay, so, sorry, I keep knocking my camera over. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so be here now, hummingbird spirit. So being in the present moment, not being too up in your head. Like I was just gonna say, there's little bit of swords energy here. So, a little bit, a lot of thinking, a lot of being in your mental body, being in your thoughts, being in your head, okay? So be here now, stay in the present moment is, what's coming through. Spirit wants you to stay grounded in reality. Okay, what's actually happening currently in your reality. And staying present and being, bringing awareness to what you're doing, to what you're currently doing. Okay, not getting too swept up in thought here right now. Okay, so what else? And to be fair, so balance. Feel like when, I think I said in the channeled messages before that karmic balance was coming in. Balance is being restored. So, and I think I said also, what you're putting out is what you will receive. So that's, the higher energy, the higher thoughts, the higher feelings, as well as the lower energy, the lower thoughts, and the lower feelings, okay? So a balancing out of karma right now is what's coming up, okay? And the energy is gaining momentum. All right, so that's some good news here. Okay, so I feel like Spirit is saying life is speeding up. So again, it's also important to be in the here and now to kind of stay with that flow there. Okay, to not get swept up in energies or drama outside of you, okay? So, and I'm also seeing a lot of purple here, so the crown chakra. So you could be receiving downloads as well, ideas, write those down. Your crown chakra is receiving an upgrade at this time. Okay, so what else do we have here? So transformation. So things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. Okay, again, with that wishing well, that's exactly what I was getting. There's some deep healing that needs to take place in order for your manifestations to come through. In order for these wishes to come through, there's a deep release that needs to happen here. Okay, so and now we have home. So your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. Okay, so a transformation. Yes, and when we personally go through this transformation within us, it affects our external reality. Okay, so positive changes are happening right now. Spirit wants you to know there are, if you were concerned about your family members or, your partnership or your children, okay, there's a more positive cycle coming in for you, okay? So things are going to be balanced out within the home dynamic as well, okay? And give your worries and your cares to the angels. Allow us to take your burdens. Exactly what I was saying in the channeled messages. Release your burdens, release those responsibilities, what exactly needs to be released right now, Scorpio, and release that load off your back, okay? Okay, so I feel like, Spirit is saying, yes, it is definitely time to you know, release some worry, release some of those burdens, some responsibility. All right, there's some balance that needs to come in here, okay? And there's a deep transformation. So again, release is really big right now for you, and to surrender, because these changes are happening, and this, it feels like, you know, just like a divine intervention for some of you as well. Okay, so it's time to surrender, release control, and to allow this transformation to take place. You could have been, you know, resisting it for some time now. And it's time to open up to change, okay? It feels like there's also like a fear of change, a fear of doing things differently, a fear of thinking differently. Okay, so it's time to, you know, to be more open, to change, to be more open to living, doing, being in a different way from how you were, you know, taught or raised, okay? All right, so that's all I'm receiving for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below and subscribe to my channel. Thanks.